Well, welcome back, collectors, and welcome to another Thursday Night Live. These weeks just seem to roll by. Appreciate all of you being here. Think we're going to have some fun tonight. As you can see, this box, there are 20 notes in here that we're going to take a look at. Just came back from PCGS. Now, this group was mailed on February the 25th, and I received them on June 10th. That's about 3 months and 15 days. That is good because these were sent on the economy tier. So that is the slowest tier. I'm happy with that. So if you send in notes on the economy tier, expect about 3.5 months. Hello, everybody. I see Dean. I see Dan. I see Peter. Thank you all for being here. And let's get started. We've waited long enough. Now, as always, I'll probably have to remove some personal information. So give me a moment to take a look at that. Trying some new lighting here this time too. Oh, good. They sent me some forms this time. They didn't send me any last time. So, okay. Big bundle of notes here. Let's get this open. That knife is sharp. I've been waiting for these. I'm seeing these for the first time. We'll be looking at these together. Nice stack of notes. All right. This first one looks like a winner. That's a grade of 30. This is on the Merchants Bank of Chirac. Nice note. That green overprint is really, really nice. To get I still believe getting a circulated obsolete in 30 is good. Writing in pencil, who cares? The notes, I don't know, 160, 170 years old nearly, so it's going to have something. Okay. Moving along to the next note. This is from the Planters and Mechanics Bank of Charleston. This one got 15 details. This one has a little curious bank stamp on it. Let's see, I've got glasses here. N.C. Snyder, Mississippi. I'm working on researching some of these banking houses for a future video, so hopefully we'll talk about that again. Now, this note's seen a good bit of circulation, rust, and mounting remnants, but it does have a design on the back, and you certainly don't see that on every obsolete note. And it says fantastic $5 Chirac. Yes, that is a pretty note. Very, very pretty note. Okay. Next, we have a $20 bill from the Commercial Bank of Columbia. This one, let's see, is dated 1849. It's a nice note. No comments. All right. Moving along, we have a $50 bill. Now, you don't see the 50s as often, but they're not as rare on this bank as they are on some of the other banks. But this one's also details, rust and repairs. Wow. Okay. Pretty note, though. Right. This is the first of two notes from the Planters Bank of Fairfield. You have Sears over here on the left. You have sadly enslaved people in the fields picking cotton with an overseer. Now, remember this vignette because we'll see it again later on another note. Now, this next note, one right behind it, I see why I have both of them. One overprint is red and one is blue. They're really the same note, but just different color overprints. Let's see, both of these notes have some minor comments, but very common comments for obsoletes. So, all right. One of my favorites coming up, and I know Dean likes this note as well. This is a Charleston, South Carolina State Bank $10 bill with that beautiful ship scene on it, nautical scene. I see Dean saying, yes, sir. Again, thank all of you for being here. Taking a look over here, I see Edward. I think you've joined us since I originally welcomed everyone. It's a pretty note. And a 50, again. I won't see them in that grade circulated. All right, here we have talked about this note before, so I won't spend a lot of time on it, but that's what's called the sweet potato dinner. General Francis Marion offering a meal of sweet potatoes to a British officer. I believe that's General Sumter on the left and General Moultrie on the right. These are Revolutionary War generals. Again, a 25. That's a good grade on that, I think. A lot of pretty color. I think I showed this note in a video earlier, but I sent it in to get it graded. This is an altered note. So it's actually a contemporary counterfeit from the 1840s. I showed you some notes earlier on the Commercial Bank of Columbia. Well, this note was actually on a bank in Maryland, and it was altered. The city and state was altered from Maryland to South Carolina and Columbia, so it would pass here. If I remember correctly, the bank in Maryland had failed, and so someone must have gotten a hold of some remainder notes and altered them. All right. Now, this is a $50 bill from the Bank of Hamburg. Don't see the 50s as often, and yes, I thought this was a counterfeit note. It is a spurious note. So, again, another contemporary counterfeit, but I like these notes myself. You know, there have always been crooks, so the 19th century is no exception. Edward says they amaze him. Yes, they do. They are amazing. This is a pretty note. This is from the Augusta Insurance and Banking Company, graded a very fine 20. I like all the colors on these notes. And I believe this is described as maiden and farmer with shield. So there is that. See a train in the background, looks like a factory or a city on the left. Very pretty, an orange overprint. Speaking of pretty and orange overprint, here's a note from the Farmers and Mechanics Bank of Savannah. Calhoun's smiling face again. Some cattle in that central vignette there. Another pretty note, I think. Get a 25 is nice. See, Keystone Stacker says, gorgeous notes. I love the history and ornate style of the 1800s. Yes, I do too. Let's see. He focuses his collection on U.S. government and Confederate notes from the 1800s. That's cool. Not interested in small size. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of the same way, Keystone. It's not that I don't like the small size. It's just we have to pick and choose what we collect. Our money only goes so far. So here's a $20 bill from the same bank, Farmers and Mechanics. This is also full of beautiful color. And this one is Governor George troop, according to the Kelly book. So, gentleman must have been governor of Georgia at that time. So, really pretty note. Wish we had some color like this on our notes today. Now, this is a $5 note from the Farmers and Merchants Bank of Memphis, Tennessee. You can see why I bought it with the coins for my coins on currency collection. Those are $1 gold pieces. And a grade of 53. That's fantastic. Again, on an issued obsolete. Let's see. No comments either. So that's cool. Edward says, are all of these from your personal collection? Yes, they are. Indeed, they are. I am slowly grading all of the obsoletes in my collection. I have 3 other groups of 20 at the graders right now. Now, this is a $10 note from the Central Bank of Virginia. Again, I bought it for the vignettes and the color, but pay attention to that center vignette. Now, let me back up here a moment, and I should have put that note aside when I said that. There we go. Notice the similar vignettes. You go from what's called an overseer to a planter, now overlooking a field of workers, maybe harvesting wheat. Maybe it looks like bundles of wheat. So it's interesting how they reused the vignettes on these notes. Let's see. Hello, Jeff Davis. Glad you can make it. Says you're late. Well, that's okay. We're glad you're here. All right. Staying with the Central Bank of Virginia, this is a $20 note. And again, I like all the color. Train. I forgot to mention values on some of these. Someone asked earlier if I would mention values from time to time. I think I bought these notes like in a group. I honestly don't remember what I paid for them, but sometimes in auctions you can find real deals if you buy groups of notes, of obsoletes rather. And so I encourage you to do that. These notes from the Planters Bank of Fairfield are less than $100 a piece. They're not expensive at all. And this note is not hard to find. Same thing. I would say less than $100. So now this is one you'll recognize from seeing quite a bit. Cherubs and silver dollars from the West River Bank, Jamaica, Vermont. I just love this note. I love the whole series. And these cherubs and silver dollars were used in multiple banks. You see them over and over again. Very happy to get a 55 on that note. Here's another cherub and silver dollar. This is the $1 from the Savings Bank of Indiana. This note, as I recall, has, yes, a beautiful back. You don't see this every day. Really, really pretty. And these notes, see, this note I think would probably be maybe between $100 and $200. I honestly don't remember what I paid for this one. So anyway, here's the Savings Bank of Indiana. I bought this note, same reason, the coins. They have 10 gold dollars. This one's a very good 10, but I wanted it for my collection. A little closer. It's like some children or cherubs one being instructed. And yes, look at that beautiful back. Don't see backs on obsoletes very often. So, yes, I like the coins on currency too, Keystone. I'm thinking about putting together an exhibit in our state um, show this year. So, but we'll see. And here is the last note of the evening. This is a Jackson County, Michigan note. You see why I bought it with the silver dollars over here from the period. This one's, let's see, 1837. So still amazes me that fragile as these notes are, that they're still here today. I would like to mention another fellow YouTuber this week, 10J Paper. Please go over and check out his content. It's just getting started, and he has some really nice videos as well. Wow. Well, we kind of got through that faster than I thought. Again, I want to thank everybody for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you're enjoying these videos. I'm certainly enjoying putting them together. And please like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend about these videos. And as always, thanks for stopping by.